problem. You have Graves, Trundle, Ryze. They have to get in range of you, and I think the champions like Braum do a great job of making your life harder. Beautiful prediction, Medic. Beautifully done. And also, Targamas, if you're willing to get in the face and actually leverage those cooldowns and trade aggressively.
And of course, part of the power of having a Jarvan in the jungle is that level 2 gank. It's always something scary. EQ combo does a lot of work, and Jankos here has cleared his Gromp, his blue, his red, and he's looking for a level 3 towards the top side. But there's already movement from the rest of Astralis. WhiteKnight does have the flash, will get away, dodges the EQ, but falls to first blood. Zanzarah and Dajor not here in time to trade. Zanzarah takes a little bit of a bite out of Jankos, but he's still able to walk away.
And I know in the community he's a very contentious subject, but the man has been very integral in terms of their early game success. And you can just see from some of his stat lines, K+A at 14, 3.5 on average. This man is constantly looking for plays, and we'll see him look for a play onto Broken Blades.
That jungle proximity would put him in the highest in the league if it was across the course of the entire season. 4 members top here for Astralis. promisq going for the dive. Broken Blade dead before he can get out. promisq will tank the tower, and the death ray finds its mark as Caps will answer with a kill of his own.
Ends up being 1-for-1, so
he has spent near Flakked. He is lost. Flakked is left alone in the bottom lane, and Targamas is going all over the map to try and set his team up for these successful early game plays. And once again, it's just going to dive Dajor. Guardian here will get the shield. Dajor with a good flash. Phase Rush gets him away from any ensuing fight. Broken Blade has the Fate Unbound, doesn't chase it up. Flakked coming in. Zap goes wide. And Dajor, some fancy feet there. Especially see it with the early teleports. You know, Caps TPing up to the top lane. Broken Blade was dead. He then has to work his way towards the mid lane, as you say. Astralis, though, not wanting to give up a dive opportunity. Curtain Call comes out. Guardian, though, onto Flakked is going to do quite a lot of work here. Dale's trying to rattle through with the damage. Flakked able to get away, gets excited, but it's still a double. Over to Astralis with a double to answer the heal. Just in time, Caps on the chase. Realm Warp will get Dajor out. Caps unable to find his opposite man.
And this is that early game aggression that we were talking about from Astralis. Great roams from Dajor, exactly what you need. Yes, they are our last place team, but in every single game, they consistently put up a fight. They will always look to challenge you in the early game. It's often in the mid game where they fall short. Let's see how they fare in this one.
Pillar coming out. Zanzarah looking for the trade. Damage here. Broken Blade's going to go back. Fate Unsealed will come out. And look at the damage onto Zanzarah with the Cataclysm coming down. Jankos dunks him into the dirt, but it's a 1-for-1 trade.
Okay, for the record, Zanzarah was 2 levels below. Test this. Zanzarah's just reset off the back of the map. They do have Prio on bot lane. The Jinx is coming back down towards the bot wave. Broken Blade does have the TP, but it's not unleashed just yet. G2 will maintain control over the river for the time being. But here we are, Dajor.
promisq going in. Look at the solar flare. Look at the damage. Jankos just jumped. Pillar goes out as well. TP's going to join the fight as Broken Blade may look to join this fray. Targamas gets to the blast cone, doesn't use it yet, and the turnaround. Fate sealed for Zanzarah. 1-for-1 trade in the bottom side river.
So the initial engage looked really good for Astralis, but that gravity well from Caps felt like a 20 or 30 CS lead. So huge props to him. I think he's been really impactful in G2.
promisq, Zenith Blade just wide. There's the pillar. Solar flare flashed away. Flakked able to escape. Deadly Flourish will find its mark, but G2 able to control this bottom side river and the Dragon Pit alongside it. They will get the first Drake of the game.
Shouldn't really build it second anymore. It's not that good. It's much better when you have more bonus HP.
Yeah. The shield scales are bonus health.
Yes. Now, the TP comes through. G2 currently starting off the Rift Herald. Ooh, Broken Blade.
With a nice little dodge across the wall. That Herald might reset here. Broken Blade locked up. Oh, he doesn't get away. Zanzarah takes the kill. Jankos secures the Herald, but he's going to pay for it with his life. Cataclysm only leaps him into the arms of Zanzarah. 6-2. The Troll King has arrived.
So initially, that play looked pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm just going to carry. And again, he is into a Yone, which I think, like, Yone does not like playing against Trundle. Targamas could be in some danger here.
Oh, the Deadly Flourish going to land the root. Unbreakable comes down, but the Solar Flare will stun Targamas up. Pops the stopwatch. Now the chase is on. Zanzarah looking for his 7th. Couldn't quite get there in time. Didn't pop the Subjugate either. That would have taken...
They're actually contending, or contesting rather. There's vision and making it harder. Engage now from promisq.
Now Targamas doesn't have flash, and they know that. Jankos has EQ. He will flash across the wall. Targamas chases him, actually. Smart play there by G2. Broken Blade stepping forward here. The Rift Herald will just get a charge in, because you got Smite, you got Jump, you got a lot of damage, but you couldn't quite take it out in time. Zanzarah smites afterwards.
Was mainly because Zanzarah worked very nicely with promisq there in terms of the stun into the pillar. We saw a Trundle, I think, was it the game yesterday where...
Yeah. It locked Azeri against the wall. Caps flashing forward. The curtain's open. One shot hits, that's the slow that Kobbe needed. 1-for-1 traded on the top side.
But a solo kill goes in favor of Caps. He is feeling it today. That is 2 items done on Caps, and that is 2 items done on Broken Blade. And this is usually the threshold at which Astralis' comp struggles. And yes, G2 can now threaten a Baron.
So WhiteKnight has TP. Do Astralis even have any semblance of a clue that this is happening? They didn't have wards in the river. And with Broken Blade being at 2 items, with Flakked being Jinx, and with Caps being Viktor, it's a very easy cleanup there for G2. Baron secured the map against these 2 strong picks.
I don't know how I feel about Umbral Glaive. Oh, hang on. Broken Blade getting collapsed on.
promisq Hex Flash. He's looking for the chase here. Zenith Blade just wide. Broken Blade's going to get booted and pulled back and stunned up, and promisq will take the kill. Targamas now in a world of trouble as Dajor's on the chase, has the Realm Warp. Will they go further? Solar Flare just a little bit short. And they won't be able to chase any further. Astralis are able to find a pick on one of the backup of a top laner that scales as well as Yone.
Well, the other big problem is the range, my man.
Yep.
How do you close the gap against a Viktor, a Jinx, and a Braum? They just create so much zone control. WhiteKnight gets knocked up.
Well, Broken Blade just jumped into that. Didn't know WhiteKnight was there, at least it was blind with the jump, and now put on the other side. Jankos caught out. If they can kill the jungler, perhaps they still have a chance. Jankos dives in with the Cataclysm, and Zanzarah is the jungler that falls. Astralis now all hail the retreaters. Caps caught out by Dajor just a little bit, but this will be the 3rd dragon of the game. Over to G2.
Wow, G2 immediately punish Astralis, and
Jankos?
they might be looking for more.
Hasn't been walked on by
I
Astralis.
think it's not actually in the brush, by the way.
I think it is, as Dajor was spotted by it there. But the thing is, only Dajor was spotted by that. Now, do G2 invest 3 players into killing only Dajor? Because if they do, this is a good play. Jankos going to jump over. promisq and Zanzarah are waiting, but they don't click the blast cone in time, so Jankos might be able to jump out of this one. Cataclysm coming out. promisq takes the kill. Gets the kill on Jankos. promisq, though, will fall as Flakked opens up. Curtain's call coming out. 1-for-1, 1-for-2 trade now in favor of G2. WhiteKnight trying to do what he can. Kobbe needs to get into the midst of this, but Caps keeps him at arm's length, keeps him at bay. Dajor in. Blast cone back. Dajor does not have the damage on this Ryze. Kobbe will get 1 in response. Flashes away. But Broken Blade, Caps, and Targamas able to get out alive.
And G2 once again come out on top in the fight. Jankos, he didn't know, okay? All of chat was Pepe laughing because he just didn't know. But Broken Blade, he's not done yet.
Yeah, Broken Blade should be able to chase Kobbe down. This is an AD carry's nightmare. Stuck between a Yone and a hard place, and Targamas takes the kill in the end. That's one for all supports out there.
This is where you see the strong scaling of their composition as well. Astralis is kind of funneled in one at a time. Meanwhile, G2 have their group together as they now look for another pick.
Zanzarah immediately Cataclysmed here. Doesn't have the flash, and Caps is waiting for the kill. Super Mega Death Rocket will find it. And G2 in the fight. G2 now looking for their 2nd Baron of the game. Bounties available for Astralis. Maybe they'll look towards the mid lane. That tower stands precariously, but G2 actually look for a flank of their own here, Vedi.
Overall, a very clean game is what we've been seeing from G2. As they look for more kills.
Glacial Fisher just short. promisq can blast cone. And that should be that, as Targamas can't.
It's a matter of time before G2 close things out, unless Astralis can find some sort of crazy miracle play.
And Zanzarah might be the player to do that off the back of Caps, though. We'll spot this out. promisq goes in, and promisq is going to go down pretty quickly. Not really much follow-up from the rest of Astralis. And how do you follow someone over a wall like that? WhiteKnight tries to do what he can here, but Dajor locked up, rooted in place. Caps takes the 2nd kill of the battle. G2 now barreling down towards the Nexus.
I know a lot of people are going to think that that looks really int, but Astralis is in a position where they have to try something. And if they don't do anything, they're just going to lose. So promisq saw an opportunity. He tried to make a play.
At least until the last game of the day, 8-3 for this G2 lineup. Replacing Reckless, bringing in Flakked, bringing in Targamas, replacing Mickey, placing Wonder in the top lane. I think a lot of people thought it would be more rebuilding than rebirth for G2, but so far, at least in the regular season, they are looking on top form. They will take down Astralis, clean them up in their base. Only WhiteKnight survives, but Flakked's having none of that. Final rocket to the base as Astralis' winning spree is cut very short by G2, and they aim for 2nd place in the LEC. Dajor left alive on the fountain. Minions aren't even doing the job here for G2, so instead they will do it themselves. Nexus falls, G2 take the win.
What's the victory here? Or just hugs? I saw Caps was so animated, you know? He was like...
It was like hugs for everyone but Targamas.